What's going on? What's happening, fellas? It's your boy KD. Let's get right into it. So today I'm going to give you guys a few tips about how to get rid of approach anxiety. I believe the main reason why guys fear approaching or don't want to approach is because of the fear of rejection. To most people, rejection is a really big deal. All right. And to be honest, a lot of people, even women, especially women, fear rejection. All right, fellas, but as a man, you cannot fear rejection. If you want to approach a woman or you have the desire to talk to a woman that you don't know, you cannot be afraid of approaching her. So today we're going to go through 3 tips that can alleviate the fear of you approaching and help you get over your approach anxiety. Let's get right into it. All right, so the first tip that I'm going to give you guys to get rid of approach anxiety is to get out the house and start meeting people. So I did a video a few months ago about why you shouldn't isolate yourself and you should be more social, even if you're depressed, even if you had a downturn in your life. All right, fellas, you need to get out the house. All right, the main reason why you don't approach people is because you never approach people. All right, nobody likes to do things that they're not good at or that they're not used to doing. All right, fellas, so if you're not good at approaching women and you don't approach women and you're not used to approaching women, you're not going to be good at it, as to why you may be afraid of doing it. But the best remedy for this is to get out the house, talk to more people, meet more people. There are plenty of things that you can do outside of traditional dating where you can meet more people and be more social. All right, guys, the more people you talk to, the easier it is to talk to people. So you got to be more social. That is the first step. Get out the house and talk to people. A lot of guys sit in the house all day playing video games, scrolling on social media, staying to themselves, and then they wonder why when they get out in public, they don't know how to approach women or they're afraid to approach women. If you do not do something, you will not be good at it. And if you're not good at it, you're not going to want to do it. I don't want to do anything that I'm not good at. Nothing, and I don't feel bad about it because I'm not good at it. So why would I want to dabble into it? There are things that I want to get better at that I don't know how to do that I'm willing to learn. All right. But most things that I don't know how to do, I am fine with that. All right. And I'm fine with not being able to do it. All right, fellas. But you have to admit you want to approach women. You want to be better with women. So the first step is getting out the house, meet more people, go to community events, go to parties, go to networking events, be social. And this will help you get better at being around people. That is the first step. You have to get used to being around people and being in social environments where people are. Also, just another quick thing, if you want to grab one of my top tier fragrances, I have 2 fragrances right now, the top tier Charisma fragrance, also my top tier Superman fragrance. You can grab those by simply sending me a DM on my Instagram, which is linked in the description of this video. You can order that today. Both fragrances are phenomenal right now. As you guys know, this is the summertime, so the Superman fragrance would be preferable, but you can grab any one you like. Just shoot me a DM on Instagram. All right, guys, so the next step to getting rid of approach anxiety is when you actually get out the house. Okay, the first step is getting out the house, being around people, meeting more people. The next step is you need to talk to every person that you interact with. Okay, if you open a door for a woman, you talk to her, you greet her, you introduce yourself. All right, if somebody's standing in line in front of you or behind you and you're just waiting, twiddling your thumbs, you talk to them, greet yourself, talk to them, ask them how their day is going, ask them where they get their shoes, ask them what inspired them to get the tattoo that they have. When you order coffee, ask her how long she's been working there. Ask her if she likes her job. Ask her, does she do anything else outside of Starbucks? All right, fellas, this is how you get conversations going, and this is how you get more comfortable with talking to people. Because to be honest, any person walking this planet, you can have a conversation with them about something. I can pick any person that I run into in public. It doesn't matter their status. It doesn't matter their gender, their income level. It does not matter. I can find something to have a conversation with them about. If I see an 11-year-old kid, I guarantee you there is something that we can have a conversation about. All right, fellas. So you have to get used to talking to people. There is no excuse why you should not be social. All right, maybe you're going through depression. Maybe you had a downturn in your life. Maybe you just don't feel like being social. That is still not an excuse. We are social creatures. And I believe that one of the main points why we exist is to socialize and to learn from each other and to interact in obviously positive ways. All right, fellas. So if you want to get over approach anxiety, you have to get used to approaching people, like I said in my first point. All right, but start sparking up conversations with random people. And I don't care, it doesn't have to be necessarily women. You can do this with men as well, because the point is to get you used to talking to people that you don't know. And I understand when you're talking to somebody that you don't know, your guard is up. You know, there's a little bit of anxiety, but you have to get over this. All right, fellas, because in reality, nobody is going to bite you just from simply approaching them and greeting them. Nobody is going to attack you. Yeah, there may be a really, really very small contingent amount of people who are just crazy and you probably don't want to approach these people. But more than likely, you can tell just from simply observing a person. But for the most part, you got to get used to starting conversations with people. All right, because this is the truth. If you are a man, all right, and you are on your stuff, or if you're at least just an attractive man, most women will not approach you. They will not walk up to you because you may be intimidating to them. Not necessarily in a bad way, but they may be so attracted to you that you're intimidating to them. So most women that like you or that want to talk to you or interested in you guys, they're not going to talk to you the first time they see you. So you have to get used to approaching. You have to get used to starting conversations. And when you walk up to a girl or a woman and you start a conversation, it doesn't necessarily have to be like super game. You don't have to have like all these slick, words or sayings or, lines, punchlines just to get her attention. You just got to talk to her like a human being, bro. Start with that. Start to just have random conversations with women, whether you're attracted to them or not, and just have regular conversations. And the point of this, like I said, is to get you used to talking to people. All right. It's to get you used to articulating yourself well to people. And also it will get used to you understanding people's body language, understands the things that you say that turns people off or that turns them on, or the things that you say that may get people excited or that may bore people. All right. This is going to get you in a flow of talking to people and understanding basic human interaction. All right, guys, and the third step to getting rid of approach anxiety is when you start to talk to people and have conversations with people, start to invite people out to do things. All right, guys, like let's say I give an example. Let's say you walk in. I like using Starbucks for an example. Let's say you walk into Starbucks to go grab a coffee and you see this chick and you end up sparking up a conversation with her and you guys are vibing pretty well and you're having a good conversation. Don't leave it at that. Don't just say, oh, well, it was nice to meet you. Have a great day. Invite her out to do something. All right. There's two things that you're going to do when you do this. One, you're going to find out different ways to ask women out. You're going to find out what works and what doesn't. Also, you're going to find out what works with certain type of women because they're different certain type of women. OK, as much as most people don't like to agree, there are stereotypes. All right. And a lot of people live true to these stereotypes. So you can find out what works for what type of women in certain situations. All right, because every situation is not the same. Every woman is not the same. But when you get a grasp of this, you're going to start to see patterns. And certain type of women like certain type of things. And certain type of women want to hear certain type of things. So start asking women out when you have good conversations with them. Another thing outside of finding out what works and what doesn't, that this is going to help. This is going to get you used to being rejected. Because the simple fact about it is every female that you do this with will not say yes. She will not agree to go out with you. Some females may not even like you when you do this because you just may not be their type, or they may not be interested, or they may have a boyfriend or just not be in the mood to talk that day. Okay, guys, but this is going to help you read people's body language. This is going to help you read people's verbal and nonverbal cues to whether or not you're doing a good job. All right, guys, so start to ask women out. Even if you interact with a man in a social situation, man, ask the dude to join you at a networking event. You know what I mean? Or find out the type of stuff he does to have fun in his spare time that you can probably tag along as well. It's not gay. It's not weird. It's not you being, a dick rider. This is real life. Okay, guys, you got to get out your shell and you got to get out this persona to where you can't interact with people and you're just this, lone wolf. All right, fellas, you have to be social because little do you know, I have met several men that we got cool and he ended up introducing me to some chick. Or little did I know he had a group of chicks because he's just that affluent and dealing with women that I ended up getting more chicks just from, hanging out with this guy. All right, fellas. So you, like I said, you gotta be social. Ask people out. Start to invite people out to do things. All right. Get out into your community and start to involve yourself with other people. And this will heighten your chances of being more confident in approaching women. And this will lessen your chances of having anxiety when you are approaching women, fellas. All right, guys. So, like I said, just take these 3 tips and apply them. Get out the house, talk to more people, and start engaging and asking people out to do things. All right, fellas, especially women. Every woman you see, and there's nothing wrong with doing this, but you can do this just so you can earn your stripes and you can get some skin in the game and experience. You can ask every woman out you see, and not with the true intention of just trying to smash a bunch of women, but this can definitely help you get better at approaching and asking women out. Just ask out every woman you see. Every woman you have a good conversation with, just ask her out. Ask her out and see what happens. All right, fellas. But like I said, the point of this is not to really actually get dates. The point of this is to help you get better at getting dates. All right, and to understand what works, what doesn't work, what you're good at, what you need to get better at. All right, fellas. I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. It's your boy KD. This video was a little bit shorter than my normal ones, but I hope you guys learned a lot. If you have a homeboy who suffers from approach anxiety and you believe this video will help him out, please share it with them. Like I said, you guys can hit me up on Instagram for any of my top tier fragrances. Just shoot me a DM. Also, if you need a one-on-one coaching session to help you get better at any area in life as a man, whether it's your business, finances, women, health and fitness, it doesn't matter. I'm here. I got your back. All right. It's your boy KD. We out of here, baby.